Yeah, we are getting ready for our best of 5 finals. Again, congratulations to Dr. Ryan. Dr. Ryan is an NA pro. He does compete pretty regularly in not just Battle of the Americas, but online events in general. So it's really cool to see him come away with something. As I think his teammates, I think he's on Exxon Gaming. I could be wrong. Could be on Risen for the Gosu. As we get ready for the finals, as I still have to set up casting tool, Vindicta, Alpha X. Okay, hold on. All right, the intros may not look perfect, but they will be set up for game number 2. All right, here we go. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Nightshade LE, we have the American Terran player representing Alpha X. It is Vindicta.
And in the bottom right hand corner of the map, we got a blue Terran player. Did you already do this intro?
No, you can do it.
Okay. We have the blue Terran player. He is the main opera for Cosmos Esports. It is SpeCial. Man, I made it just in time.
Beautiful. All right, so my memory isn't the best with this, but because I always confuse Vindicta and Future, but I believe SpeCial met Vindicta in the TSL qualifiers, and we did manage to cast him. It's on our YouTube channel, and SpeCial, I think he proxied him two games in a row and won. But you know, these are different times. Of course, we did mention that a couple of Terran players are looking less prominent than others nowadays, and maybe that has changed SpeCial's waves. As SpeCial is commenting on Vindicta's opener.
Oh, he's saying he's playing safe.
Yeah. SpeCial's saying that Vindicta's playing safe against the king. And then Vindicta's like, the king of McDonald's.
Oh.
The bands.
I mean, you know, Macca's does kind of sound good right now.
Yeah, Macca's is pretty good, you know. Dr. Ryan got $10. He get some Macca's as well, you know.
Macca sounds good right now, you know. I don't want some Macca's.
You always want Macca's.
Vindicta SpeCial. I don't see a Vindicta SpeCial game in the qualifier.
Okay. I'm probably confusing it with Future then. It happens. By the way, SpeCial is streaming his POV, so if you wanna tune into that, you always can, over on his Twitch channel. Meanwhile, Milk, I feel like you're gonna have to take the reins on this one. We've got a TvT here, and as the resident Terran player, like you're in your elements.
Yeah, I mean, so SpeCial just played. The reason why SpeCial called out him playing safe was because Vindicta took a second gas, kind of went like a one base build first, and then got his command center. As you see, well, SpeCial took his command center right away.
Yeah.
So
no fear.
It depends. You know, Vindicta's a little scared, of course. You know, playing against Juanito, who wouldn't be scared playing against Juanito? But this trade is pretty good for Vindicta, killing off all of the units, and only a Hellion left. And even Vindicta questioning Juanito's skills at this micro.
Yeah.
Although it's just only one Hellion left for Vindicta, this is still quite a bit of damage. Losing all the early units and just being able to kite SCVs around, even getting 2 or like 1 or 2 SCV kills is pretty deadly.
Yeah.
Also, seeing Banshee come out from SpeCial's base gives so much information to Vindicta of what's coming up next.
I love the bans going down, and of course, if you're unaware, SpeCial, he's pretty close with the other NA players. Very often they're in Discord calls together with players like XKawaii, Vindicta, Silky, Jon Snow. It's kind of weird because like they don't typically interact with each other in tournaments, but online, like there's a lot of bans.
A lot of the NA players can't even go to the tournaments, right? But this Banshee is gonna get denied pretty heavily. I wonder if the Raven. Yep, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Probably was gonna drop down at auto turret. SpeCial is going mech, as we can see with that rocket barrage being researched. I don't know the name of it. I'm sorry.
I don't know either.
It's called the Pew Pew Rockets.
Called the Cyclone upgrade, as we do have another factory coming down as well. So SpeCial is making it up. Vindicta did call it out earlier, and SpeCial tried to deny it. I don't know if Vindicta fell for it, but yeah, he is working on that. Vindicta did just spot the Cyclones as well, so he should be aware, as Vindicta is going for Biotank.
Yeah, Vindicta now swapping his racks over to the tech labs to get stim, and should start popping out Marauders as well as Marines with his tanks. If he's gonna go again, if he's sniffing that he's going against Bio, which we know that SpeCial is, but Vindicta still might not know, honestly.
Yeah. What do you feel about mech versus Biotank in TvT?
It's weird now because how popular Ferrari mech is in like TvT. The Bio player isn't as they're not as free to expand like you would usually do against a normal, like a very standard mech player.
Yeah.
So if it was like a standard mech where it's just tanks, Hellions, Vikings, and stuff like that, Vindicta would be starting to expand like crazy. However, because it is Ferrari tech, Ferrari mech, Vindicta has to be a little more careful and has to play closer to his siege tanks. Make sure that the siege tanks don't get sniped off like that one just did.
Yeah.
And be able to like, you got to be more patient, slowly expand a bit, and just be able to leapfrog. You're essentially going to leapfrog all your expansions pretty much. This is what Vindicta's going to be doing. Then just hope that Raven doesn't get sniped. If that Raven gets sniped, then just GG right there, boy.
Yeah, it looks like it may, as the Vikings are hunting it down, and they do. No, what?
Excuse me, there's a spider.
Okay, it's a spider as more Raven harass goes down. 9 workers get killed here at the third base of SpeCial. Nicely done there by Vindicta, and he needs to do stuff like this as Vindicta is still contained to 2 bases. His third hasn't even landed yet, so he needs to deal economic damage to try and catch up in that respect. As again, SpeCial, he's scanning, trying to see where the army is, sharking around with his Ferrari mech.
I lost the spider.
Oh god, it's loose. It's loose.
I had one. I grabbed it and then it fell out of the napkin.
What?
Yeah, I'm afraid.
Mate, you're gonna die. It's done.
I'm gonna die.
Rip.
If you don't hear from me, let it be known I wanted Macca's.
But what you did miss out on was there was double Raven harass coming out from Vindicta, killed a decent amount of workers, and behind that he was able to establish his third base. But to counteract that, one of the Ravens did go down, but this one is still alive. 11 worker kills on it so far.
I like these 2 sensor towers SpeCial put on his third. It's very efficient.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that ring. That Raven is gonna get sniped, and I don't understand why it hasn't moved after that. I think Vindicta just might have thought that it was gonna die anyway, so he left it there, didn't shift Q it out or anything. But yeah, 3 base versus 3 base. I feel like Vindicta should just be expanding like crazy. He is getting a 4th right now, but Vindicta
Yeah.
should really just be expanding like crazy and getting as much bio and tank as possible. It's going to come down to who has the better air superiority, in my opinion. It's going to be harder for Vindicta because he needs medevacs with his Marines.
Yeah.
But if he starts early enough, he can overtake this smaller-ish Viking force.
Yeah. Like,
and SpeCial is playing dirty.
how is he playing dirty?
He's playing drop-evacs.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
so.
We've got Hellions, Hellbats, I should say, moving out across the map. They could get caught out, though. It does have to be a little bit careful. Just out of vision of Vindicta. Wow. On both sides. He just manages to skirt outside of the vision of Vindicta. Oof.
Well, these two medevacs are going to be very great. They got Hellbats within them. The Hellbats should 3-shot the SCVs pretty easily. Scanning just to make sure army isn't too close. Going with the first drop into the natural. These 3 SCVs already. The second drop going into the main. The main did get evacuated. Good reaction time from Vindicta right there. But that is lost mining time, which allows SpeCial to push up, scan the army, and see what kind of position he can take.
He's
are on siege right now. And
he's not sieging up. It was so late. He got surrounded.
Mistake. Surround is happening, and all those marauders clean up those siege tanks like a hot knife through butter.
Yo, he can just push in. Like there's nothing protecting the tanks.
Yep, nothing protecting the tanks. These marauders are really softened up though, but medevacs are here to heal up. Remember that air superiority thing I was talking about? Yeah, that doesn't matter if you don't have a ground army to help.
That's true, but he does land. The air superiority does turn into a ground army, but that's it. GG. Vindicta takes game number 1. And that was so interesting to see unfold, because you could see the thought process of SpeCial and what his plan was. He's like, okay, I'm going to send out these 2 drops. They're going to pull away the attention of Vindicta, and while he's distracted, I'm going to push out across the map. And Vindicta, like, he did take a decent amount of damage to the Hellbat drops, but he kept his army in the middle of the map. He didn't pull it back. He just used what was coming out of his production buildings to deal with it, and because of that, SpeCial moved out expecting nothing to be in the middle of the map, and he ended up getting surrounded completely. He was caught completely off guard. That was so well done by Vindicta. Wow.
Vindicta, man. Playing the mind games over here.
Yeah. It was just really good control, I would say, or self-control even. Just because it's very easy to just even just pull your whole army back to deal with all this harassment damage, right? But he was confident enough that he had enough at home, and he had his army nicely set up in the middle of the map, waiting for that push out from SpeCial. And as soon as it happened, just a complete 360 surround on the tanks.
I'm really
beautiful.
afraid about this spider. It fell on my floor. It just ran off. I'm like, uh-oh. But here at the top right corner of the map, we have our red Terran player playing for Cosmos Gaming. He is their main opera on long A for their CSGO team. It is SpeCial. It's a proxy.
He's doing it. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Everdream LE, we have the American Terran player representing Alpha X, currently getting 2 racks, at least 2 racks. It is Vindicta.
Dijo que no era guapo.
Guapo, la muchacha.
Is he saying like my friend?
She said that I'm not handsome, that I'm ugly, the girl. And then Victor's like, serious? And he's like, yeah.
Oh, is this when like Special was trying to pick up e-hookers.
Yes. That's what he was doing. He was picking. He was trying to pick up e-girls. What do they call them? They're like e-gamer girls or something. It's like a website.
E-hookers.
It's. I don't think that's the term at all. But yeah.
What is it? What's that site? I know.
I'm pretty sure it's like e-girls. It's something like that.
Is it e-girls?
Or gamer girls?
Is it e-gamer?
I don't know. It's a thing.
Oh. Anyways.
Ooh.
She's contras el rey.
Oh, did you see what he did there? In game number 1, SpeCial was referring to himself as the king, but Vindicta this time calling himself the king. See what he did there? Wow.
I don't speak Spanish. What is el rey?
The king. El rey. Yeah.
I don't know, man. That marine is super low, and I'm really afraid. But that supply depot is almost done. Just finished. We're going into the bunker.
Go to the bunker. Okay.
There you go.
He's getting worried there. But yeah, we do have this T-Rex on the way. Mass Reaper coming in. We do have 2 bunkers set up, nicely positioned. Vindicta's telling SpeCial to leave him alone. Déjame en paz. Leave me alone. Go away. And so far, Vindicta, he's holding pretty nicely.
Yeah, with that Hellion out now, give him some help. But if the Reaper count gets too high, it's not gonna matter what you get. Honestly, because everything can just jump around. Oh, that SCV gets fucking denied.
Wow. Yeah, Vindicta was trying to be a little bit cheeky, but did lose an SCV for it. And yeah, SpeCial is forced to lift up. You know, he's like, I'm not gonna end the game. I got to transition. I'm expanding, getting factories. It is all good.
All Sesh has to do really is just contain Vindicta into this one base, and like as long as he can, so he can get his command center up and going. This is still a bit of sketch. It's still a good amount of Reapers. If SpeCial's control is good enough, then he'll make sure that the Hellions don't do splash damage against the Reapers, and those Reapers should survive long enough so that that Vindicta can't get an expansion too long. That supply depot is dangerously going low.
It is very dangerously low, and it looks like it's gonna go down because there's no SCV coming to repair it. Oh god.
Cyclone is out, so it's good defense. They're shooting the barracks. Pew 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 pew.
Does force the army away, and SpeCial does secure his own natural. Is going for that 1-1-1, getting a tech lab on his starports. We'll see if we do have a Banshee coming out for him or a Raven. Probably a Raven in the TvT, but we'll see.
Most likely a Raven.
Yeah.
Cyclone is out for SpeCial as well. So this is going to be a lot dangerous for Vindicta. That Hellion goes down. That's one less Hellion to worry about. This Hellion, the back is super low, has like literally 0 HP. You can sneeze on that Hellion and it will die.
And the Marine. We do have a medevac to heal up the Marine. Hellion there. He got sneezed on. That poor Hellion.
These Cyclones lock onto that tank and kill the tank. That'd be so bad.
I mean, there's more Hellion. There's more Cyclones on the way. Oh no. Looks like SpeCial is pulling back, and there we have it. We do have a Raven on the way for Vindicta. Already have one for SpeCial.
Second Raven is coming out for SpeCial. SpeCial is opting for the more mech build. I think he likes playing mech in TvT more than playing bio. But hilariously, SpeCial is the one who's expanding first, so SpeCial is getting his third a lot sooner than Vindicta.
Yeah, we missed that interaction, but he did lose a Reaper to SpeCial's Reaper in the middle of the map. Even though SpeCial has the higher ping since he's from Korea.
No, he's from Mexico.
Living in Korea, I should say. Damn Milk.
What? I'm just correcting you. Special's gonna get that Raven, and it's gonna be depressing.
Is he gonna get that Raven?
Or if that Raven keeps moving the way it wants to go, it's gonna get caught.
Special is nicely positioned here to try and catch anything coming into his main base, and it looks like Vindicta's going,
He's gonna get the Raven, he's gonna GG.
No, he's gonna question mark. That's what he's gonna do. Oh, but he spots it. He spotted it.
Spots it.
Wow.
Special didn't catch it.
Wow.
Very, very good on Vindicta. Oh, the micro? That Raven is a goat.
The Raven?
Oh, that Reaper, I'm sorry.
It's got 4 kills, man.
It's 4 kills, man. Kill the Reaper and kill the Marine. Easiest game of its life.
Easy. But
this is gonna be very difficult for Vindicta.
Yeah.
Because it's down a base and it's been contained for the longest time. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you were mentioning it earlier, and I'm very concerned about this drop, by the way. But it does look like some of the Cyclones are moving away, so this will give the drop an opportunity to get into the main base of SpeCial. But as you were saying, like, SpeCial is opting for the more mech style, but he expanded faster. You know, he has that third base up so much sooner than Vindicta, which is surprising to say the least, and it's gonna hurt so much more for Vindicta as the game progresses. Oh, it does
something
look like
Vindicta's main. Oh, I don't know what it is. Boy, that's a lot of auto turrets going down. It gets the combat shields, but will you get the stim? Nah, just kidding. Stim's too good. SCVs are OP as hell.
Wow.
Fucking repair is so good. I don't know what hang means, but
he's just laughing. He's just laughing at that.
Calmate, se honesto.
Yeah. He was asking what he sniped.
Oh, yeah.
And Vindicta told him that he sniped stim, which is a lie, by the way. He sniped combat shields.
Yeah, but I mean, you know.
Yeah. The mind games.
The mind games, you know, gotta play it. But the Cyclones are gonna catch the medevacs. Is he gonna scan? He scans, but not enough range. But tries to get the Raven. Doesn't get the Raven. Kills off one siege tank though, which is huge. With a capital H. Vikings going into position, trying to snipe that Raven, but we'll see if Vindicta can or SpeCial can get anything. Drop is happening. Siege tank is starting to siege up. The Cyclones are coming back home into the main. Auto turrets are dropping down. Hellions are trying to get things. The interference matrix on that tank and killing off a medevac.
Yeah.
I think SpeCial has this, man.
Yeah, that did not work out well for Vindicta at all. The Raven got sniped before this started. One of the tanks as well. Full medevac got sniped by the Cyclones, and SpeCial, he's looking completely solid here.
I don't know what that says.
He said liar. That's what he said. He said mentiroso.
Because he's
stimmed. Yeah. He's like, liar, you lied to me.
This is gonna be a straight walkover from SpeCial. I have no idea what that says. But
he said, "Forgive me."
I think Vindicta just gave up his seat as king right now, and we're going into game 3 where SpeCial is El Rey.
I love the bands here. I love the Spanish bands, and you know, shout out, they're doing it in Spanish as well, so the Portuguese and Spanish casters can tune in or can, you know, be a part of it. Yeah, it's cool. It doesn't help that half the time, SpeCial, he's misspelling a bunch of stuff. So it takes me a minute to try and interpret what he even is trying to write as he's playing the game at the same time. So obviously it's difficult.
But yeah, the Korean mapped keyboarders are difficult.
Yeah, SpeCial, you know, off of the back of a proxy, able to take that win.
Man, what are they, like a fucking married couple bickering about everything?
They're good friends.
You host, no, you host. Come on, just pick one.
He's like, wow, okay. So only when he's saying that now that you've won, you're making me host, instead of the other way around. They're just, yeah, as you said, they're just bickering.
Should I just write to them like, just get married already?
Get a room.
Get a room. Who is he? Who is who?
Someone joined who was just trying to sneak into the lobby.
Oh. Pinche madres.
God damn it.
SpeCial y Vindicta pinche madres. Juan deja de hablar con tu What?
You know what that means. He said, Juan, stop talking to your e-girl.
Oh, man.
It's like, what are you doing? Ready up. It's basically what Vindicta was saying.
I ship it. I ship these two.
Yeah.
Do you think Juan's a top or a bottom?
Juan? He's a bot. I think he's a bottom. To
He's
Vindicta? To Vindicta, I think he's a bottom.
Do you think it's because he's too lazy? Anyways, here in the bottom left-hand corner of the map of Eternal Empire LE, we have a red Terran player playing for Team Alpaca X is Vindicta.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have... he's saying, are you playing mech again? And Juan's like, do you want me to? Or do you want me to play bio? You choose. That's what he's saying right now. Taunting his opponent. We have spawning in the top right-hand corner representing Cosmos Esports. It is SpeCial.
Dude, what if Vindicta just goes and gas steals the motherfucker? Is IDK the same meaning as in English?
IDK is not a term in Spanish, but we know that he's just using it. So yeah, SpeCial saying, you know what, you choose whether I play bio or mech, and Vindicta a little bit indecisive there. Don't think he cares what he says, you know. There can be deception.
Oh, that SCV got the first hit in. Ooh, man, saucy sauce.
We'll see if
Sorry,
that comes into play. I had no idea
where I was going from there.
Yeah.
He returns the hit.
He does it. Yeah, he gets a second hit in.
But this SCV though. Oh
my god.
Trill me. See, totally a bot. Taking it.
Oh god, as Vindicta does get away with his SCV, he has to be careful not to get caught out by the Reaper that is coming out for Juanito, for SpeCial.
Juanito opting not to get the second Reaper and Vindicta getting a Marine after the first Reaper. Juanito going for that fast reactor, possibly just gonna go get quicker Hellions, most likely, or maybe not even get Hellions, just go like faster Marines. So
yeah,
and Vindicta opting to play a little scared, getting that bunker though.
Yeah. I mean, that does like go with this opener, right? Like he's being a little bit more conservative, getting that bunker, being a little bit more safer. Meanwhile, there it is. 2 Hellions are on the way for Juanito, looking to try and get some damage done. But with this bunker, I feel like Vindicta should be pretty safe. He does give up map control for this. Just concede it to SpeCial, but see how this progresses, as he will be doing the old switch with the starport and the racks, going for a Raven.
Probably, most likely.
Yeah, probably. I mean, we're seeing the same thing here, except SpeCial's is a little bit faster as opposed to Vindicta.
80% sure Raven.
There it is. Raven is on the way for SpeCial, and he has a pretty decent ground army as well. Again, I don't know if he's going to be able to deal too much. I mean, he could just dive past the bunker into the mineral line, which is probably what he's going to do.
He honestly should, but probably doesn't know what wood forces is in front. He's probably assuming that's going to be Hellions and a Cyclone and a couple Reapers, because they haven't really seen each other's Reapers. That's the weird thing about TvTs nowadays. You don't send your Reapers out. You just stay at home and you kind of just wait.
Yeah.
And wait. But look at that. It's a medevac drop full of Hellions, if I recall.
Yeah, it is. It's full of Hellions.
Going off to try to do some harassment while Juanito is out on the map with his 6 Hellions and his Reaper. I want to see how much damage he can do. We're just gonna rush in. There are 3 Marines in that bunker, but if he just run past them,
he could just dive in.
Probably is gonna do more damage.
Oh, the tank is out there.
Reaper gets killed, but Hellions are in, trying to get some damage done. Not even a single SCV. 4 SCVs finally do go down. But in Juanito's main base, Hellions have been dropped, and 5 SCVs, 6, 7 in total. While
he can actually trade a lot more better against this. All the Marines are going to go down, and then he can go into the natural.
He's going to go into the natural. He's going to
the natural.
Things.
What are you doing?
He's going to deny the 3rd.
He denies the 3rd instead.
Fight the Siege Tank 101. 10 SCVs did go down for Juanito. 6 for Vindicta. Juanito is down now, but there's no but. Juanito's down. And
oh my god, it's not over. He's getting more SCV kills.
14 SCVs in total for Vindicta. And upside for Juanito is his 3rd is finished, while Vindicta's is almost completed, but not quite. Juanito's gonna get that earlier orbital, but look at that. Vindicta's already on the natural defense interface,
it traps the tank.
But can't fight it because there's units on top of the ramp. Just trying to just fight at the natural. They're trying to even deny the command center. Was that? What the heck, Juanito? Just ran over a Raven on top of Vindicta's army. The siege tank does go down, and he does have to pick up and leave. But 18 SCVs in total.
Yeah, SpeCial. He's lost a lot of workers, but he does have a 3rd CC, so he will be able to remake them. Now that 3rd CC only just finishing for Vindicta, so SpeCial, I do think he can catch up. He is only down 6 workers, but we'll see if the aggression does stop as Vindicta. He's going in once again with another drop.
Going down, more SCVs are being killed. I think Juanito is going bio for this game, which I don't know. Kind of an interesting choice. I feel like it was a little late, especially after getting all those Hellions. But SCVs being idle. And actually, no stim from Juanito just yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say that so far there it is. Stim is on the way. He is going bio tank. Is his decision.
Was that Vindicta stim?
Oh, he canceled it.
Did he cancel it?
Yeah, SpeCial started it, and now he canceled it.
There it goes. There it is.
He restarted it. I don't know why he canceled it, but yeah, there you go.
That indecisiveness is gonna kill Juanito. He has 1 more tank, but his Marine count isn't that great. I'm not gonna lie.
Both players do scan each other, they spot each other's production, know what they are going up to. As Vindicta, he will have stim a lot faster than Juanito. His production is also ramping up a lot faster. But Juanito, he is trying to find some more damage. He does have the higher Raven count, so he could just jump in, disable a bunch of these tanks and then dive on them. But the supporting Marines do look like they are enough here for Vindicta.
Yeah, seeing that Marine cow is making Juanito rethink what he's gonna do. But that second stand confirms Vindicta's suspicion, and Juanito sieging up, getting 2 tanks for free pretty much. And this is a very tough spot for Vindicta. there's no air support from Vikings or anything, and Juanito does have Ravens and Vikings, just giving his siege tank vision while Juanito's third commander is under attack, but shouldn't be too bad. Probably gonna get cleaned up by a few Marines that are gonna come out of the rally.
Honestly, I'm a little bit worried. I don't know how Vindicta plans to break this position of SpeCial, and he's losing a lot of mining time here on his third base. He's able to keep his own tanks alive, and it looks like he's trying to flank the army. Will it be enough though? Like, there's no Raven here for Vindicta. There's no possibility for an interference matrix. It's just what he has on the ground.
Yep, Liberator is out now, but those Marines can shoot off those Liberators, but guess not, because these tanks
oh my god, but tanks are gonna go down.
Moved. 2 tanks go down, and Juanito has free reign to just push in if he wants it. It's only Marines versus 1 tank and a few SCVs.
Yeah. This is again, this is such a hard position to break if you're Vindicta, because you don't have air superiority, you don't have these Ravens either, but he's trying to go for it. He's pulling the voids as well. He's trying to break the position. It looks like he will.
But at what cost? Actually, not much. It was only 5 SCVs. Actually, pretty good.
That was actually pretty good. Yeah, that was legit good. That was wow.
that was really good.
Would have been great if he did that a little bit earlier before he lost all his tanks. But
wow.
Yeah.
Well, the tank count has been reset for both players. Vindicta with the higher tank count and the higher Marine count so far, but Defender's advantage is a thing, Light. It's really good.
It is pretty good, and it looks like both players will establish their third bases. Vindicta a little bit oversaturated, probably working on his 4th base anytime now. And yeah, they scan each other, they're sieged up, and Vindicta, he's gonna try and look for an opportunity to move into either location, just like SpeCial did, but I don't know. Especially with the sensor tower, SpeCial, he should be fine. He should be able to respond accordingly and set up before Vindicta does.
We're just chilling over, waiting for an opportunity to go in and set up to shoot some SCVs, but right now, this is just what TvT is. It's just the patient game, finding a good position to attack into. If I was, these players are doing the exact right thing. They're just expanding again, dropping out more command centers, putting down more production facilities to be able to get ready in case there's a trade that happens and they need to reinforce right away. Vindicta with a little bit of supply block.
Yeah. Both players
are actually with a little bit of supply block as well. But it's okay. Both players are just making mistakes, having fun.
Yeah.
Probably whispering each other, calling each other, putas and stuff like that while they're microwing and macrowing. That medevac does go down with all its Marines, but a few Marines do get out. And SpeCial takes this Zelnaka tower, which is great because vision is amazing.
It is pretty amazing, and looks like Vindicta, he's trying to sneak around. He's already on the high ground to try and hit that third base location. SpeCial though, I do like that he is using these Marines to try and spot the army and try and find it, and he does find the army. So he should be able to rotate his army and make sure he defends his third. It's all good.
So many scans have been going on this whole map. I feel like I'm in a submarine just scanning the whole ocean. That's a bad joke.
That was awful. That was awful.
I didn't know what to say for that one. Like, what can I say? So many scans went down in this map. I feel like I'm in a hospital. Like, that's not even better.
Oh god. Anyway, we have Vindicta here. He already has his 4th saturated. Meanwhile, SpeCial just landing his, looking to get his up and running. And again, it is kind of that patient game, as you were saying. But it looks like Vindicta, he is trying to find an opportunity. He is trying to maybe even situate himself on the high ground and shell away at this low ground expansion. Meanwhile, the armies are meeting here in the middle of the map.
Very interesting engagement there from Vindicta. No medevacs there, so those Marines aren't going to get healed up. But Vindicta did get the high ground. He gives Obi-Wan Kenobi, and SpeCial's trying to fight him as if he's Anakin, but going into the tanks, cleaning up those tanks, having to make Vindicta put retreat. But I don't know about this one, Kev. Marines from Vindicta have reinforced. They're taking out all those siege tanks, special siege tanks. A lot of them weren't sieged up, and
Wow.
where are his Marines? His Marines are rallying from his main base, and Vindicta just has a huge Marine count right now.
Yeah, Special just didn't have the Marines there to protect his tanks and stop the Stim Marines from coming in and sniping the tanks. And Vindicta is looking so good right now, but with the reinforcements, Special should be able to hold. Maybe? Question mark. It may just be enough. No.
These things are good units after all, but having no Marine support for Special, having no siege tank support for Special's Marines, he just ran into those siege tank fire and softened them up a lot before they got to jump on top of them. Maybe if he landed the Vikings, it'd been slightly different, but that is risking landing Vikings.
Yeah, we're in a really odd position because I feel like Vindicta took the better trade, but despite that, like, Special does have the higher supply. He has more workers, he has the higher army supply. Both of their upgrades are kind of even, so I'm a little bit perplexed as to how we ended up in this situation. I don't know if maybe that supply block was a little bit more serious than we thought for Vindicta when it comes to the size of his army, but yeah, Special, he's ahead.
Drops are happening at the bottom of the base where Vindicta is defending pretty well. I just feel like Special having that higher SCV count is really what's been helping him. He got that fourth base a lot sooner and been mining from it. And his macro is just, I mean, Special. He's GSL Code S player, right? I think his macro is just insane.
He is.
So because of that, like, he was relying on his defensive ability, being able to reinforce defender's advantage, really helping out for Special because his macro is just insane.
It is pretty good, and these Liberators are gonna get caught out, do get cleaned up. Special, he is getting his 5th up and running. At the same time, Vindicta is also getting his 5th up and running. A little bit of different ways getting there, but they are both on 5-base economy. Oh god, a tank out of position here. I don't really know how that happens. And
yeah, Special just pulling Vindicta away from any position as possible, and Special's already maxed out. Vindicta is like 20 supply down, and that's what Special does. His macro is just keeping him in the game. He's able to max out. He's able to move around freely now that he knows that Vindicta's army is at home instead of, you know, out in the middle of the map.
Yeah, it does look like both players are trying to drop each other. Special, though, is the one was finding more success there. Able to deny mining here at the 4th base. And oh my god, he's going to catch the drop as well.
Yeah, that's a no-go.
Special's drop is still alive.
Yeah. Special's just really good at just like faking leaving. Essentially, pretends he's leaving, doesn't really leave, just kind of like moves like 5 feet on the other side, and and all that. But Special with the Doom drop, perhaps.
Ooh, is this the right call? I mean, the army is a little bit out of position. There is only a couple of missile turrets here. He's coming back, but does get juked out, and Special's main tank army is actually sneaking around to the 4th base.
Special has to be very careful. He's scanning around a lot more, just making sure he knows where Vindicta's army is, because that is Vindicta's main army. He's not really separating. He's now separating now because he realized there's this bit of the army that's chipped off and about to shoot at his 4th base. But Special is Vindicta is being careful. He's trying to figure out how much he can split off that where he'll feel safe. Because now Special has this. Special just has 2 armies. See, this is where he's playing like Mario, right? Here he has 2 armies, kind of going at it. It's because he's playing bad this game. He has catch up.
Yeah. Special, like, he is trying to pull Vindicta apart. Vindicta, though, he did split up his own army, and ooh, it looks like he's trying to set up a surround, and we've seen this before.
For the surround, the tanks are good. hitting a lot of the Marines, but the Marine numbers is really high, so being cleaned up. SpeCial coming with the second half of his army, but
wow, he loses on both sides.
Oh, really good. There's so many Marines from Vindicta.
Yeah. Like the South Army of SpeCial was taken out, and at the same time the Northern Army was as well. So even though SpeCial, he was trying to posture and split up Vindicta's like attention, Vindicta came out on top.
Yeah, their army supplies are still pretty similar. Vindicta does have a lot of tanks, so SpeCial can't really engage on this. I feel like I think SpeCial's tank count did get pretty reset. He is down 4 tanks, so he's got to be careful of his engagements right now. He's trying to snipe that one tank, but nah, too greedy, I would say.
Yeah, being too cheeky there, and like I like how Vindicta, he's trying to, he's tempting SpeCial right now. He's like, oh, am I gonna dive into the natural? Maybe. I mean, SpeCial, he does have units here in position just in case that does happen. And as this is happening, Vindicta is expanding to the bottom right hand corner of the map.
SpeCial is doing the right thing. He has units rally at his natural in case there was a drop coming in, just like how Vindicta is doing right now. SpeCial has to be careful though, because that position is fortified with a good amount of tanks, and SpeCial can't really push in on that.
I feel like he needs to leave. Oh god. I feel like Vindicta's, he's overstaying his welcome right now. I feel like this army is gonna just get completely destroyed at any moment. But SpeCial, he is still maneuvering his army. He isn't sure where the main force is, so he doesn't want to get caught out again. This time he has a much larger Marine army, actually, a lot lower on that tank count.
Yeah. The problem with going again fighting this bit of army was that if SpeCial committed to fighting it, then Vindicta can just push in with this other army, because his other army is pretty decently large. Yeah, and it's a big army compared to what SpeCial had. I'm gonna lie. But it looks like both players have finally settled down. Oh, SpeCial's running into his tank fire. He's going for the stim. He's got the good concave. 2 siege tanks do go down, but the Marines, I think Vindicta has just a bit more Marines than SpeCial right now.
Yeah.
SpeCial, both players are setting up. SpeCial's tanks are in a more aggressive position, but can't really quite hit the siege tanks that are on the left. And again, it's gonna be a stalemate.
It's weird. It feels like both players were kind of like leapfrogging, but SpeCial was just that one step ahead every single time. So he's been able to trade out more efficiently. He was able to deny mining time. Now he's finally expanding to the top left. But Liberators are coming into play now.
Liberators are the counter to tanks in this matchup, and it's gonna come down to the air superiority, or who can clear the air better. Right now, SpeCial has the quote-unquote air superiority with the Liberators, and he's covering his Liberators with his Marine numbers. Vindicta is split up right now, so it's a bit of a problem because half his Marines are on the bottom side while the other half is on the high ground, and SpeCial just has all his Marines clumped together.
Yeah. SpeCial, especially with these Liberators, he's able to leapfrog forward, but they do get taken down in the end, and it looks like Vindicta's setting up a counterattack.
Vindicta taking his tanks and whatever reinforcing Marines he has, going up to the north for the attack. Where's SpeCial's? Oh, SpeCial's reinforcing his army with a new, fresh group of Marines and tanks, and he's finally seeing this attack happening, but they're gonna start trading bases, it looks like.
Yeah, but I do want to give the edge to SpeCial. He did just kill the 4th base, and he's killing the corner base. Meanwhile, Vindicta only just killed the corner base of SpeCial, and his army may get caught out here, as it is just pure Marine for SpeCial. He's actually going to get surrounded. Oh god, he's got to back up into Marines.
Vindicta. Is SpeCial gonna get surrounded? SpeCial is running out. That's a lot of Marines, and those are a lot of med effects.
Oh god.
Ready to get killed. Where's SpeCial's army? SpeCial is just trying to push into Vindicta's 5th base, while he's trying to defend with what little army he has at home. Oh dear.
Yeah, we're just ending up in kind of a base trade scenario. I mean, the rally for SpeCial is here, and it's looking pretty decent, but there are just so many tanks here from Vindicta. Meanwhile, SpeCial was able to kill that southern base of Vindicta. It looks like Vindicta is going to want to try and do the same thing here to the north, but all the CCs lift up. I don't know if Vindicta is going to be able to snipe everything.
All of SpeCial's siege tanks have come back home, and Vindicta sniping off all those medevacs that had marines in them. It's gonna hurt SpeCial's marine count right now.
But all these tanks are gonna go down for Vindicta.
Oh man,
This
fight is just going left and right.
He was trying to doom drop, but the missile turrets pushed him away, so his army was just out of position. All his tanks went down. The CCs are all flying to the corner of the map, and they both have these southern bases. Actually, looks like SpeCial's trying to take the bottom right-hand corner base. But right now, SpeCial, he's already sieged up. There are a lot of marines here, but I don't know if this is gonna work out for Vindicta. There are just too many tanks.
Yeah, too many tanks for SpeCial. Vindicta's army isn't looking great. Vindicta's down a lot of supply, but
yeah,
she's trying to deny bases as much as can. But SpeCial can't walk up that ramp. That's a lot of tanks right there. Should probably go through the bottom like he was doing before. And 2 medevacs for free? Yes, sir.
More medevacs go down for Vindicta. Does scan to confirm that the top left hasn't been
Please
taken.
tell me that CC's gonna die.
Yeah, it's gonna die. Unless like a mule comes down to try and repair it. We're just gonna watch it.
Okay. Alrighty then.
Does go down. Meanwhile, Vindicta, he's a little bit trapped here. Oh god, he has to be so careful with these medevacs. But both players, they are reestablishing themselves, getting their bases back up and running. Does look like Vindicta, he does scan, does spot this right-hand base. Still doesn't know about the bottom right-hand corner, which could be a big deal if the game progresses, as it is a little bit of his ninja base.
Yeah, Vindicta looking to snipe that planetary off real quick and hopefully just bounce out. SpeCial prepare pre-repairing, was trying to.
What's SpeCial doing with his main army? Like, it's still out here in the middle and it's not moving in to reinforce. These tanks are gonna go down to Liberator as well. But they should.
Yeah. Of course, just gonna kill off SCVs. You know,
yeah.
Either one works. Ravens are out. SpeCial is just trying to like figure out what is more important, that stronghold up in the north, or saving that base. And I guess saving that base was a bit late on that, but interference matrix do come through. 2 tanks do go down, and all Vindicta's tanks on this side do get cleaned up, and it's kind of hard to see who has an edge, really. It's all about the tanks now.
Yeah, I want to say
he's got the better positioning.
I want to see the economy is looking a little bit better for Vindicta, but SpeCial just has a massive tank count right now, and he has all these ravens for interference matrices. He has enough energy as well.
He's got that air superiority, but Vindicta is doing pretty good in dropping on SpeCial's bases, trying to like make him run back, but I don't know. He needs the killing blow of the game, and
yeah,
SpeCial has that more than Vindicta right now. Currently.
There's no planetary here either, so Vindicta, he could end up losing both of these bases. There is a drop, but there's nothing really here to drop, just a couple of SCVs. So Vindicta coming out worse here in this trade, but he's actually sneakily expanding to the top left.
Yeah, I mean, SpeCial took his base, right?
Exactly, yeah. True. The drop did get cleaned up in the end, and I mean, there are a couple of liberators, but with these ravens, I feel like SpeCial should be fine.
SpeCial should be fine. I feel like he's just waiting to get enough energy to interference matrix all of these tanks at once, and then just rush in.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like he's gonna do that just yet, but looks like Vindicta's gonna take the first hit, and Nacho Cheese Cannon all the Marines. GG is called. SpeCial. What a special man.
Wow.
No, indeed.
GG. SpeCial is now up in this best of 5 2-1. Now on match point. He just needs one more to win the entire tournament. Meanwhile, Vindicta, honestly, Vindicta's been playing really well today. He's in these games, there have been a lot of moments where he's been ahead. He's had a lot of opportunities, but again, SpeCial, he's just a powerhouse right now. His macro just doesn't stop, and even though he takes a lot of bad engagements, it feels like Vindicta has been taking he's been like catching SpeCial a lot and then like resetting the tank count. But despite that, SpeCial, he just continues to hang in there, and I mean, we'll see how this progresses. Like again, like that was just game 3. It's the best of 5. We're gonna keep going.
Purity and industry looks like.
Oh,
I'm excited.
Okay, we're getting set up in Purity and Industry, LE. What are you thinking? How do you feel about this matchup?
I wonder if SpeCial's gonna ask him what does he want him to play.
I think that's probably the biggest issue, is that Vindicta has kind of been playing pretty similarly every single game, whereas SpeCial, he has more variety. Like he's proxied, he's played mech, he's played bio, like he has that flexibility. And I don't know, maybe Vindicta will catch us off guard. You know, maybe he'll play mech. I don't know. Maybe.
Don't say that, Light. What's wrong with you? Can you win faster?
Wow. Vindicta.
Looks like Vindicta isn't motivated to play. I wonder if he's gonna just cheese and maybe kind of, maybe somewhat throw it. I'm not sure.
I mean, SpeCial, he's ahead in series right now. We could see him cheese instead.
That's true. I mean, he did try to do the 2-Rax Reaper.
Accurate.
Well, here we are on match point. We have our Red Terran player playing for Alpaca X. It is Vindicta.
And spawning in the top. Just the top. It's the top of Purity and Industry LE, the 12 o'clock position, if you will. We have the Mexican Terran player representing Cosmos Esports, as well as CSGO, apparently. We have the Mexican Terran player. It is SpeCial. No proxies.
God, that's disappointing.
It is very disappointing. I mean, it's what we wanted.
That's an SCV scout.
It is. It is an SCV scout, as opposed to no SCV scout from SpeCial. I mean, no,
that's an SCV scout.
It's an SCV scout as well. All right, man, never mind. I thought it was just gonna. Never mind. Where's he going? Oh, he was checking for a proxy. Oh, okay. Yeah, he keeps checking. You're right.
No. It's like no.
No.
You can't leave. Okay, you can leave.
So do you have that CC being thrown down by both players? You know, so far both players actually going for the same opener, same amounts of gas. But here we finally see a little bit of a divergence. We do see, oh no, never mind. You know, they're both getting their factories. SpeCial's a little bit faster than Vindicta's, a little bit more crisp, if you will. But that also has to do with the fact that Vindicta did go for an earlier SCV scout, so had a little bit less money there.
The builds are exactly the same.
Yeah. So far, it's all the same.
It's legitimately the same. Is this the same people playing each other?
I mean, you know.
Is this how you play Purity Industry as TvT? Is this what it is?
There's a reason why people ship the two of these players, okay? Like,
god damn.
Complete each other. The two sides of the same coin. Same nacho, if you will.
Something about lag.
He said, I've got better micro even with lag. I'm a god. And Vindicta's like, my fingers hurt. Me duelen los dedos. My fingers are hurting. Of course, everyone who plays StarCraft, especially for long periods of time, remember to stretch your fingers, your wrists, your hands. You know, make sure you're all stretched out before you play.
Stay hydrated, gamers.
Stay hydrated. Drink water.
I haven't heard you drinking water, Light. Where's your gulps?
Yeah, I'm drinking my water. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. I'm ready.
Sure, it's water.
What?
You sure it's not a tequila sunrise?
What is it with you and tequila sunrise today, man?
That's the only tequila cocktail I know off the top of my head right now.
God damn.
Honestly.
God damn. Meanwhile, just like the previous games, you know, Vindicta is playing a little bit more scared. He is throwing down that bunker. He's playing a little bit more safe, as we do have a lot of Hellions coming in, and I'm a little bit scared. There's not that much here. There's a couple of bio units, and bio don't do too well against Hellions.
The bunker's not finished.
Oh god, it's not finished. Is this how it's gonna end? The Hellions are in.
The Hellions are in. They're gonna kill all the SCVs.
Oh, Vindicta's coming back home. He's coming back home. He's gonna lose everything. Meanwhile, okay, he didn't send everything home. SpeCial is losing SCVs as well. Oh my god, the tank!
Oh, get the tank!
It went down!
Wow,
to
that's
the
a
Reaper.
big dick move right there. Jesus.
I'm speechless. Both players have gone blow for blow. 12 workers have gone down for Vindicta. 15 have gone down for SpeCial. But SpeCial did snipe that tank. So I will give the edge at least a little bit to SpeCial. The tank does come out and does finally push Vindicta away. But Vindicta, he's still forced to pick up his CC. Ah, no.
You know what's funny?
What?
Say that Vindicta lost like 12 SCVs and SpeCial lost 15. It just means SpeCial has been macroing better and making SCVs better.
That's
still
true.
ahead.
Yeah. They both lost like their entire mineral lines in their naturals, but SpeCial had more SCVs.
Had more SCVs to get killed. It's like, okay.
It's very accurate. It's very accurate.
Man, that's like a whole reset to the game now.
Pretty much, like they both push each other back, and it's kind of even. I will say that probably the biggest advantage that SpeCial has is that he does have a tank advantage. He does have 2, as opposed to Vindicta's 1. But other than that, like it's, you know, it's pretty good.
A little bit of Raven harass from Vindicta, dropping auto turret, getting 3 more SCVs, which is pretty good. Every SCV kill matters right now for Vindicta. With that 3 SCVs killed, he's now only down by 1 SCV.
Yeah. Like it matters so much more, especially in a mirror matchup where both players have the same things. Especially since they went for the same opener as well. So any advantage you can get really helps a lot. As we do have SpeCial moving out with his 3 tanks, Marines to support as well. They do go around the long way, so that means they didn't get spotted by the sensor tower by the watchtower.
Hellions do spot the Raven and the Marines going down south, so Vindicta should be sniffing something that's coming. Hopefully, maybe be prepared for it. Possibly,
What's here? Nothing's here.
Nothing's here. The 2 medevacs have been sent off. It's going into the main of SpeCial. Tanks and Marines and Vikings being landed inside the main, and Oh no!
Yeah, SpeCial, he's taking a long time to react. Like, he's only just now pushing into the natural. Meanwhile, the main base of SpeCial is already sieged up. Now, finally, the natural does get evacuated a little bit prematurely, and Vindicta is situating himself pretty nicely defensively in his main base. I want to give the advantage to Vindicta, right? Like, he's camping the production. He's going to be able to take out the add-ons at least.
Yep, I agree with that. Defense
but the
matrix on the
Ravens-
tank though. The SpeCial is in the main now. Hellions do soften up a lot of those SCVs, but tanks are here sniping Vikings out. Interference matrix on one of the tanks, but
wow,
Vindicta's just losing so many SCVs right now.
Yeah, it just goes to show like how important those Ravens are in TvT. He was able to push in 38 work. It has 4 workers.
Dude, that's dirty.
Oh my god, and with these landed Vikings, Vindicta gets cleaned up. SpeCial on 3 bases. Vindicta is taking the island.
Yo, if this doesn't get scouted, I'm just saying, Vindicta might have a chance.
He may have a chance, especially with this island base. It is possible. Looks like Vindicta, it looked like he was trying to apply some more pressure and keep SpeCial at home, but opts to just pick up his tank and keep going. Oh boy.
Is he really? He's gonna go again?
I don't like this, especially with how weak this medevac is. Like, this could go south so quickly for Vindicta.
I don't know about this, Kev. This fighting just died or something like that.
It just burned down, and siege. He sieges up. The first tank is gonna go down.
Vindicta questioning his life decisions right now. Wondering what should do. Milkncookiesss, I have no idea what he said, but GG. SpeCial.
GG. Well played. SpeCial wins the series. Doesn't just win the series, he wins the tournament 3-1 over Vindicta.
Wow. Wow. Very good.
What a game.
Muy bueno.
GG, and that was the finals. You know, even though it was a 3-1, I don't think that's too indicative of how the series went. Like, especially in game 2, in the first 3 games, like Vindicta, he was actually looking really good, and he was competing really well against one of the best Terrans in the world. Like, it's important to bear that in mind, right? Like, SpeCial, he legit, he's a CodeS Terran. You know, he is one of the best out there. And Vindicta, you know, he looked pretty good against him. He didn't win the series, but either way, like, he's young, he's getting better. I would say 2019 was kind of his year. He was like a rising star, and he's still continuing to be. So he's definitely a player that people need to look out for. Coming into like the later parts of 2020 and even 2021, like, I feel like there's a lot of potential in him to be like one of the best.
Yeah, that brother is gonna be grinding.
Yeah, definitely. Because, you know, right now, SpeCial, he's kind of the king, right? He's the best foreign Terran, one of the best foreign Terrans. Maybe you can make an argument for Big Gabe right now, but yeah, it's cool to see Vindicta doing well.
I mean, Big Gabe's not in GSL.
That's true. That's true. That's true. You know,
we're going big dick rankings here, and I haven't seen Big Gabe, you know, qualify for the CodeS.
That's true. That's true. Gabe getting called out, even though he can't play in CodeS right now because, you know, he can't leave the country as we are in quarantine. But yeah,
social distancing, my friends.
Exactly. Everyone, stay safe and stay hydrated. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to Nina once again for the raid, for the host. We really appreciate it. Nina played really well as well. You know, congratulations to all the players for their performances. And obviously, especially SpeCial and Vindicta, they played it out really well. And I'm looking forward to see how they progress over the course of the year. Specifically Vindicta. Like, SpeCial, like he's been at the top for a while now, and Vindicta, he's kind of like the young blood, you know, he's like the next generation. That's what I think of when I look at like Vindicta, Future, Estrella, you know, like these Alpha X players.
Not Patty Mac?
And Patty Mac as well. Yeah.
I thought you were on that Patty Mac hype train.
I am. I definitely am. But he is still like, so Future and Vindicta and Estrella, like their years were 2019. That was them like getting that attention and rising up. Patty Mac, I think he literally started competing this year.
Because he was old enough.
Yeah. I mean, he's not even. He's 17. He still can't. I don't think he can play in ESL tournaments yet. He has to wait until he's 18, I think. But yeah, really well played. And if you know, to the people watching, if you are interested in NA StarCraft, we are live every week with Battle of the Americas. What time in LA is Battle of the Americas? I don't.
3 p.m.
3 p.m. PDT? Question mark?
4 p.m. I'm sorry, 4 p.m.
4 p.m. PDT?
Yes.
4 p.m. PDT every week. We are live with Battle of the Americas, and not just that. 5 p.m. PDT. Saturdays. What day is it today in America?
Sunday.
Fridays.
Saturday.
So Friday nights, we are also live with NA Apprentice Cup as well as Sentimental Latino as they alternate bi-weekly. We just had Sentimental Latino this week. Next week, we will have NA Apprentice Cup number 10, I believe, which is another NA-based tournament. Unlike this one, it is solely for players from Canada and America, unlike this one, which is open to Latin America. So it is a little bit different, but it does give an opportunity for players like Patty Mac and Nina, Silky, Vindicta to shine, as you know, it is a tournament more centered around that region of players. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Of course, before I forget, exclamation mark Macherino in the chat. You can input code NAVLA16 to give $1 or to use a $1 free coupon and support the tournament. But before we go off, Milk, who are you? Who are you to these people? Where can they find you?
I'm just some guy who has to cast because apparently I'm the only other Latino in the clan. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/light_VIP and at Twitter at twitter.com/light_VIP. I think it's Lloyd Sanchez on Twitter, actually. I could be wrong.
God damn it. That's not who he is. That's Milkncookiesss. Shout out to Milkncookiesss. He cooks on stream. He has Cooking with Cookies, like a cooking series. So if you're interested in that, if you're interested in StarCraft Ladder as well, you know, he occasionally does that, as well as some weeb games. That's we don't judge. And you can follow me at light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. But more importantly, you can follow the CranKy Ducklings Twitch channel. We're live here 6 days a week. This week we're actually live 7 days a week. We've got a lot of casts, we've got a lot of StarCraft. And you'll be able to see the schedule as we do go offline. I will be showing that on stream. But yeah, we will be live tomorrow at 4 p.m. PDT. I'm using this opportunity to remind Milk as well, as we will be casting La Espida 2v2 tournament. It is a Latin American tournament that the Latin American community are putting together. So we will be live here tomorrow at 4 p.m. PDT if you want to tune into that. It's a little bit less serious, a little bit more fun. It's a 2v2 tournament. It's full of players like Jim Rising, Universe, Pocket Mike, a bunch of the top tier like Latin American players. Cham and SpeCial, they don't typically play in those. It's more of like the other players like Jim Rising, for example. So yeah, you can tune into that if you're interested. And yeah, just follow CranKy Ducklings here on Twitch as well. I'm sorry, on Twitter as well. We post whenever we go live, and we have plenty of StarCraft. We're like, obviously we're not as, our channel isn't as big as people like Kraden and Wardy, but we are live just as much, if not more. We have plenty of StarCrafts, and if you're interested, give us a shot. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching, guys. We will be raiding someone. I will quickly check who is live, but stay tuned as we raid another StarCraft streamer. Give him some love, give him a chance. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching.
Adios.